Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with a club tour / squad tour type video here on FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. In this video, I'm just going to show you guys the club that I have and the squads that I've been rocking with here on Ultimate Team. If you're somebody that enjoys these type of videos, let me know by dropping a like. And if you do enjoy these videos, I will upload an updated club / squad tour type video every other month or so I can show you the updates in my squads. This is just going to be kind of a laid back type video, and let's just get right into it with the squads that I play with right now. There's a couple that I play with. I play with my Barclays Premier League squad and my USA squad and my hybrid squad, and that's really the only three that I've been playing with, and I really enjoy playing with all of them. And you know, sometimes I'll start doing bad with one, so I switch to the other. It really depends on how I'm doing with each squad. Each have their real positives, some have their negatives, but I enjoy playing with all three. The other ones are just squads in progress and maybe like a fitness squad or so. But here, let's go with the Barclays Premier League squad right here, so I can show you guys this squad. I already had that one selected. Let's go here and show you the cards that I have. Pretty good team. I really like Benteke. I just got him yesterday, I believe, in a little pack opening. I did not get to upload it or anything. I just did it on my laptop. First time I really opened web app packs, but I really think he's pretty good. His pace is kind of low. I like using pacey type players. Yeah, you could call me a pacer. Not necessarily all over the field, but at striker, I really like to have guys at least in the high 80s with pace, except if you're like Jovetic and you're just an absolute beast at shooting the football. He's very good, and I've only played with him a couple games, but I do really enjoy playing with him. I've had Atsu for a couple of games. What else? Sissoko is actually really nice as well. Never makes too many mistakes, and he shoots the ball pretty well. Cabela's pretty nice as well. Luke Shaw is, I would say, maybe a little overrated, but he's still a solid left back for me. Sako, I had to pick him up off the auction. I play with him a ton in FIFA 14, and he's really a nice kind of cheap option to put back there, and he's very solid on defense. Maybe a little slow, but still very solid. Now, Tim Howard, I have a lot to say about Tim Howard because he can be so inconsistent for me. One game, he'll be absolutely fantastic and make some of the craziest saves I've ever seen. And in the next game, he'll let 3 or 4 goals slide right underneath his hands or his legs. I mean, it's so inconsistent. So, I mean, is he worth this 5-6K? I mean, I'd say yeah for the games that he plays well in, but expect some just insane games where he just plays absolutely awful. Let's see here. Smalling's very solid at center back, and Johnson I cannot complain about as well. And I always have Memphis Depay on the bench. He's one of my favorite players to play with. He's absolutely insane for me. And I know he's not Barclays Premier League, but if I'm ever struggling on offense, like in the second half, and I need an upgrade, I'll move him in at left mid and take over for Jarvis. And here's some other Barclays Premier League players that I've had and really just put onto my bench just over time when I got upgrades. And he's just on here because he had an injury for my hybrid squad that I'm going to show you in just a second. And I just had him there as I played with the Barclays Premier League squad to get over the injury, because injury cards are so expensive on this game. So let's move on to the next squad that I have. Which one shall we show you next? Let's show my USA squad. This is the real first squad I actually went out and bought and put together, and I like it so much. Man, everybody needs some consumables here. Let's see, I don't think any of this team is pack pulled, to be honest with you, except I believe I pack pulled Michael Bradley, but I never play with him. Let's start here at striker, Eric Hurtado. He's a striker for the Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS, and he is so solid. Let's see his stats. He has 21 goals scored in 23 games for me, and I bought him for about 3,400 coins. And I think all these guys have dropped in price that I bought for, I would say, over 3,000 or maybe 2,000. But they're all very solid. I also like Zardes. Bought him for only 200 coins. Let me see his stats for me. Whoa, I did not know that. Only 3 goals scored in 17 games. But I think I might have only played like maybe 10 games with him. A lot of them has been on the bench. But he's very solid. And I'll always change out my strikers, whether it be Jameson the 5th or Jose Altidore, who I just picked up not too long ago. It probably says I've played a lot of games with them because they're on the bench a lot. But he has 4 goals scored in 9 games. And Jameson, I play with him sometimes. I just like trying him out, and he's actually very good. The only thing I don't like about him is his dribbling is super low, and sometimes it's tough to move the ball with him. But he's not too shabby. Also, I used to play with Eddie Johnson a lot, especially when I first started off this squad. But since then, I really haven't played with him too much, but he's not that bad. John Brooks is great at center back. This guy right here, I bought him for 6,000 coins, and he's an absolute beast. He's only 64 rated, but Jean-Baptiste, who's he play for? Chivas USA, he's an absolute monster. Those work rates really work out well for him, and nobody gets past him. Nobody. And let's see here, DeAndre Yellen. I mean, he's obviously great. The pace whore he is, but he's fantastic. Bought him for 16K, and I think he's around 19K now. I think he got up to 30K after I bought him, and he went back down in price. This guy right here, also another pacey player, Joshua Gatt. Who's he play for? He plays, I'm not even sure what team that is, but he is actually very solid. I just really like to move the ball with him. He's a nice dribbler. He can pass the ball really well. I don't think I've scored any goals with him, but he's a solid player nonetheless. Jermaine Jones. These players right here, I converted to center mids. Originally, before this informed Landon Donovan came out, I had him at center mid, had him and Clint Dempsey at center mid, had Jermaine Jones on the bench, and I was really struggling to find a left mid that fit the team. And when Landon Donovan's informed card came out, that was the perfect opportunity to just complete this team inside and out. Bought him for 12K, and he's just an absolute monster. Only scored 1 goal with him. I really, if you look at the stats on this team, I really scored most of my goals with this guy, Eric Cordado. He's an absolute monster, I tell you. But this whole team is solid. Clint Dempsey, as always, he's great. 4-star, medium work rate. I believe he's really solid at CM. Even though he's a center forward, I believe, originally, and I had to convert about 7,000 different cars to get him at CM, but he's still solid. And I really like Jermaine Jones, too. He's solid offensively and defensively. He fits nice in the team. And how we talked about everybody, Castillo, he's actually very solid, no complaints whatsoever. The only complaint sometimes I have is Jean-Baptiste, which is kind of weird because the only thing I can complain about him is he'll get beat physically down the field against some people. I know I played a game against Balotelli yesterday, and I was getting absolutely destroyed. But not because he got past them or anything, just because if they got on a one-on-one break, he'd physical, I guess you could say, his way down the field past Jean-Baptiste. And if you look at the back line, he has the highest physical rating, which is kind of weird, but still, aside from that, he's very, very solid. And he's a great player to have back there at center back. But that's it for the starting team. Like I said, Zardes is very solid. He can pass really well, although his ratings are kind of low. I mean, he can make a shot for you when he needs to. Anybody else on the bench I want to talk about? Jameson, like I said, I'll play with him some games. I might sub him in. Like, usually, what tends to happen is at halftime, if I'm struggling on offense on this team, I always keep Herdado in, but the opposite striker to Herdado, I will sub in either Jameson or Altidore, and they end up playing well in that second half, and that just happens every single game. I haven't used Friedel, keeping Tim Howard, but he's still, like I said, so inconsistent in this team. I haven't played with these two guys. Julian Green, though, I have played with. He has, let's see, 1 goal scored. I haven't played with him too much. I think I actually played with him in Abundance League, a hybrid team, for a while, and none of these guys I played with, except Aaron Johansson. He's only played in 1 game for me, but didn't do anything too much. But aside from that, that's my USA team that I really enjoy playing with. I would have to say I'm over 500 with this team, even in the division that I'm in. I've actually done really solid with them. And last squad in this video that I'm going to show you guys is going to be my hybrid team, which I've really played with a ton. The USA team got kind of old to me after a while. I still play with them a lot, but I wanted another team to have, and I just had to find a team that could put Memphis Depay in, because I believe, like I said, he's my favorite player to play with right now, and he's just absolutely insane. He fits well into this hybrid team. There's a lot of upgrades that I could use, and I do have to say this is my main team as of right now, but I'm really liking it so far. I got Depay at left winger, Wijnaldum at center forward, and a lot of people, when they pull him, they're like, but look at him, 4-star, high medium work rate, solid dribbling, decent shooting, 83 pace, which is not bad at all. I bought him for 1.9k, and I think he's down to like 800 now, just near discard, so that's insane. So pick him up if you haven't. This guy Elia, and it was kind of weird because I had him pack pulled at right mid, and I did not know I had him on the team, and I went and bought him, and then when I bought him, it showed I had a duplicate of him. I was like, wow, I just wasted coinage for him. But see, 12 goals in 24 games played for me, not too shabby. Wijnaldum, 14 goals in 23 games. Let's see, Memphis Depay only has 21 goals scored. I don't know why. it says 52 games played. I've played so many games with him. I guess it's just from subbing in and all the teams I really played with. So that's, if I guess in full games that he's played, I would say about 25 games, about 21 goals. I'd have to say in full games that he's played with. Hunter Lahr, he's like the highest rated player on my club as of right now. If you didn't know, James Rodriguez and Alexis Sanchez were both on my squad, and they got hacked and they got sold, so they would have been my highest players. But I bought him for 1.7k, and a lot of people don't like him. He's a striker, I believe, or center forward. Converted him to CM, and he's very solid there. A very solid shooter, nice passer as well. Ryan, I believe is how you say his name. He's insane. Weak foot, 5-star weak foot. Only scored 1 goal for me, but his passing is absolutely insane. He's just an absolute beast. He's actually very solid defensively too. Don't let those defensive stats fool you, because he's very good defensively. And to have him, I didn't have any spot for him on any of my squads. And then when this team started to fold together, and it had a kind of a Bundesliga right side. I mean, this team has been changed so many times. But then when I saw that this was a good opportunity to put him into a club of mine, because like I said, I didn't have him in any clubs, and I looked at his stats, and they were so insane, and I wanted to play with him for so long. So converted him to Cam, to CDM, and he fits in perfect here. I had like a Japanese type hybrid here going for a while, when I had this team built just from, what is this? Just from from pack pool, and I went and bought some players. Had Uchida at right back, and then I had this guy at right wing, and it was kind of like a Japanese Eredivisie Netherlands Barclays Premier League type hybrid. And then I got 2 upgrades here. I forget who I had at center back, but I went and bought Socrates and I bought Piszczek, and they fit in perfect here. And they're on 10 Kim. And let's see, these 2 guys right here are on 8 Kim, and everybody else is on 10 Kim. And there's a bunch of guys I could get for this squad to make it better. I'm really saving up for, maybe I'm thinking about getting Van Persie and putting him at CM and Hunter Lahr's spot, and maybe switching him out with Kagawa. I'm not real sure. I probably had to put him at CM. You could get Robin. The informed Robin would be absolutely perfect for this squad. And then of course here Ruud Gullit at center forward would be ideal. And oh yeah, this guy, I already talked about Sacco on my Barclays Premier League squad. Sacco is very solid, but this guy right here, Patrick Van Alt, is absolutely insane at left back. He nobody beats him, honestly. He's just an absolute beast of a silver, and he just is an absolute perfect link. And I had to buy him for what, 21k. He's very expensive. I'm not sure if he's went down or not, but he is so solid back there at left back, and nobody really can beat him. And I would definitely recommend him if you're looking for a Netherlands link to a Barclays Premier League link. This guy is absolutely perfect at left back. And I've only played a couple games with Socrates and Piszczek. I think I've maybe played 3 or 4 games with him, but no complaints so far. Sacco can get beat when you got kind of like pacey players, pacey strikers, but most of the time he's very solid. But aside from that, those are the 3 squads that I normally play with. This team right now is my main team that I go with right now. I'm looking actually to get Vincent Kompany and swap him out with Sacco, and maybe Joe Hart at goalkeeper. I'm not real sure there. But aside from that, I'm just going to show you the other players in my club that maybe aren't into a squad right now, maybe for chemistry purposes. This guy, Blazikowski, he does not really fit in any of my teams. Maybe I could put him at CM, but I'm not sure if there's a card. I only played with him for 1 game. I'm not sure if there's a position change card from right mid to center mid. I'll have to check out on that. These players, Mata I haven't played with. Let's see. I played not with Kibling. I haven't played with Soldado. Naldo I haven't played with. Although he's in on my bench, he would fit. I mean, he'd fit good chemistry-wise in that the hybrid team, but I don't want him in there. Haven't played. I bought Ronaldinho before the game even came out, and because he was going for so cheap. Actually, I pack pulled him. I had him bought for a while. I forgot about this. I pack pulled him and replaced him on my squad, but I haven't really had a team to fit him into yet. El Shaarawy, I actually pack pulled him, but haven't played with him. I don't think I've played with any of these guys, but I just want to show you who I have. Benteke I have played with. Biabani, I actually had like a French hybrid going on as soon as the game came out, and that's who I had at right winger. Arabola I've played with. Certain I don't think I played with. Cabela obviously is in my Barclays Premier League squad. I bought Henry here because he was so cheap. 700 coins, it's almost discard price. Anybody else I've played with, obviously I've talked about Depay. Do you say Depay or Depay? I know I call it Depay, but some people call it Depay, and I don't know. I play with Uche, and a lot of people love playing with him, but I really don't like him. But I only played a couple games with him, 5 games. Let's see here, haven't played with any of these guys, but I just want to show you my squad. I don't have anything too crazy, but you know, I'm hoping to build a team up. But I'm trying to save up for some coins, buy some players, and really just fit players into my team that, you know, that would really fit in my hybrids or my you know, league teams that I'm trying to build around. Let me show you my silvers real quick. I don't think you guys care about any of those players. Let me show you my silvers that I have. Wow, what am I doing? Go with these silvers right here, and this will be the end of the video. So as I go through this, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you want to see more of these club tour / you know, squad tour type videos, let me know by dropping a like on this video. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. More FIFA 15 content coming to the channel really soon. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about my club. Have a great rest of your day. And oh yeah, also, if you know of any, you know, upgrades I could do for my hybrids or Barclays Premier League team, or maybe even the other one that I had, let me know if there's any like cheap players out there I could upgrade the squad with, any silvers possibly, and anything like that. So let me know that in the comments as well. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace.